Fueling up this morning. Normally I fill up in the afternoons when I get done, but I ran out of fuel in my tank. So topping it off this morning. Fuel truck's coming to bring some fuel later this morning, so I'll run back and we're gonna fill up my 500-gallon tank and the tank in my truck. So what I'm gonna start on this morning is go over there and take the pumps out. As you can tell, it pumped on down pretty good, and finish clearing those trees on the backside of the pond dam. Probably go ahead and put on the grading bucket and take off over there on that side, start pulling that bank back and spreading that dirt or mud along the edge and kind of working my way back and just see how it goes. I may try to go out here and transfer some of that back. I think I can get out of there. Not 100% sure yet, but I think I can. We'll find out. Alright, so I'm taking down the last gum tree that I can get to on this side of the pump. I decided to leave the pumps in place. I was going to take them out, but there's a chance of rain or snow into the week. And I'm not going to have the pond done before then. So I didn't want to take all that out and then it rain, snow, whatever, and fill back up enough where I need to pump again. So I decided I'll just clear what I can from this side, then I'll go around to the other side of the pond and grab that stuff. So I just have to go all the way around the pond. It's far more simpler than having to take the pumps all up and reset them all back. So I'm supposed to get down really cold tonight, like 18 or something. That's cold for us. And so I drained everything. And I'll probably have to shovel my tracks out pretty good tonight too. They'll be in that goopy wet mud. Ta-da! That way all my rollers and everything will still turn in the morning. If that water stays in there, we might be able to pump the pond back full from all the water that's laying all in the woods. I guess there's not really a defined ditch in there, and it just kind of floods everything. That's kind of the way my farm was, I guess. All the years of working around there, they kind of screwed up the flow of the creek. I don't know if when they logged it or what, but they made a mess of it. There's a fair amount of my property where that big pond is now that looked like that. I went through there and dug a ditch and got it all to drain nice, and dried the area up, and then built my pond. Over here to the end and then clean that up and then go around the pond, because I can't, there's not enough room to drive between the pump and the back of the dam, and I'll just go around and start again. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go down that bank right there when I head out there. I think I might get in over, well, I know I can recover myself if I go back out that way. If I go straight down that pond dam and end up in a deep pile of mud, it's very hard to come back out of a steep slope. So I think when I go out there, I'm going to kind of feel myself around out through there. I want to get out. I want to be able to get out there and pull that ridge back out and lay all that mud right here so that I can lay it over the back of the dam. Help make it a little wider. We shall see. We shall see. I don't like this right here because that's long time ago when they built this pond, they dug it very, very deep right here for some reason. I mean, it's deep. And I'm only about 10 feet from the bank and 6 feet, 7 feet, maybe a little, maybe about, let's see, let's look at the watermark on the thumb. So I know my head comes up to about that bucket pin, and that's 2 feet above it, so almost, yeah, 7, 8 feet right there. And they said it gets deeper out there, so that's the only problem about it being so steep is, you know, you can't put anything on that slope to kind of help soften it. It'll just all go out into the pond. But they probably dug it with a drag line or something. Grab that last bit, and then I'm gonna head over there and start clearing the other half of the pond dam. So all the trees are off the back of the pond dam now. I took half of them and brought them over here and stuck in the woods, and took the rest of them around the other side. I'm gonna put the grading bucket on now. I'm hoping the mechanic can get the off-road truck, the cylinder repacked on it this morning, so I can use it this afternoon. I'll drive it over here and move that stuff right there back there to the woods. And I'd like to haul a few loads of dirt with it to dump on the pond dam, but we'll wait and see how far he gets along on that. And but right now I'm going to take this bucket off, put the grading bucket on. I'm going to go ahead and go down the front face of the pond dam and go out there and lay some of that mud back, and then start on that side over there and start transferring the mud back. Stack it up, maybe it'll drain out some tonight. Well, let's go out here and see how good and or bad this is going to go. I want to get out here and skim. That's doable right there. So good. Let's set the camera up and do a time lapse. swim this down to the water level. If you look right here, you can almost see that drop off. As to where, oh my God, that's deep. So I was informed yesterday, actually, somebody has died in this pond. There were some boys out here walking in the pond and must have went over that edge right there, and one of them couldn't swim, and unfortunately didn't make it. That's why I don't like to just dig random deep holes out in ponds. This down, just to try to get rid of this vegetation stuff. And I think I can waste all this material up on the, or behind the pond dam. Not taking out much, just a little bit right here. It's going to be 5 feet or so deep. Just wanted to get rid of this little island a little bit. Stump. Can't do nothing with stumps. As long as it doesn't become too mushy. Just spreading it down the back slope. If I stack it up, it'll probably dry out a little bit. A lot of stumps out here. Give it a little more time to stack up and dry, and for some reason it rained. Wouldn't have to worry about pumping it down so much. I shouldn't have to come back out here for anything. Not really going to be able to come back out here for anything because all this is going to be underwater. Pond's got good depth right there. We know that that is the deep spot for sure. I like using my grading bucket. Not really trying to get this too pristine. It's going to be 5 or 6 feet underwater, so just trying to skim it down. I need dirt really bad right there, so that's kind of my logic of the place to get it. Scrape this down to the water level and it should stay relatively dry for mud. A lot of stumps. Definitely tell. Well, you can see that this was actually probably some dirt from when they dug that, laid over top of these tree stumps. the different layers. And I'm kind of scraping it back down to, I guess, what would be original ground before they dug the pond there beside it. Naturally, clay doesn't end up over top of stumps. Not natural. Take all this and lay it up there on the slope. That way I can reach it from the bank and lay it up there on the backside of the dam probably tomorrow or whenever I get to it. I probably need to go ahead and rip out that old overflow pipe. I'm just going to rip that one out and put in a new. This one doesn't have a whole lot of watershed, so I'm just going to put just a regular pipe going through the dam. It'll be adequate just to maintain the level. All it is it just kind of catches the groundwater and a little bit of runoff from the fields. Starting to sink a little more than I was anticipating on, so I'm going to hurry up and get out of here. As the top of the tracks are still showing, we'll be okay. I hope. I'll go ahead and scoot on out of here a little bit farther. Getting a little deep. Probably need to sit right here and go ahead and lay that up on the bank. That way I got room to make another cut. I don't know. Let me go ahead and grab this while I'm here. Maybe we won't sink too much more. Or not. Bad now. Got out of the deepest part there, and now it's not too bad. Making my cut, just laying it along the bank here to kind of dry out a little bit. I'm hoping I can reach all that because there's no getting back down in here. If I can't, I'll have to figure that one out. But I've laid all that will absolutely lay right there without all sliding back down. And, you know, it only takes that one extra scoop and it just all starts laying or sliding down the dam back into the pond. So I'm trying to avoid that by using my better judgment on how much I can lay up there. This stuff right here is just a nasty mess. So just cutting and laying it back as I go. Make sure I'm still on course easy. So I'll take a scoop of this drier stuff and kind of put it right there, and that'll kind of hold it. And then I'll just kind of slope that. And that kind of shapes it to hopefully not slide back down. Mud. Gotta love it. I really do love it with this bucket though. Getting a lot of dirt to be able to widen the dam out with. Just trying to make it a couple feet wider and soften the back slope, so this will be great for that. And it's right here at it. Alright, well, let me finish this up and then I'm going to start running around the pond here and start cut. I'll probably go over there and make a cut and just start laying it against the bank, getting it to dry out a little bit. Yeah, I think I can run down there. I'll probably just start right there about the grass and just reach out there as far as I can and pull it down the grade and carry on with it. So a quick change of pace. I moved a lot of that mud there before lunch, and look who showed up for work after lunch. I brought Barney over here, and mechanic got that cylinder fixed this morning, and got a few more things I wanted to do to the truck, but I want to use it over here. I literally just drove it over here to I want to haul this stuff down there and just run the truck a little bit, haul some dirt with it, make sure everything's okay, and make sure there's no more bugs in it before we finish everything up on it. Oh, Barney had a little water in the bed. I was going down the road there and I saw a trail behind me. I was like, oh God, please don't be done below the hose. We're going to haul this. See if the heat works in this thing. It's a little chilly. Get some fresh air in here. That minor exhaust leak. Let's pull up here. We're gonna haul some of this clearing stuff back there to the pile. See how she works. I think everything's gonna be a-okay. Here we go. Let's load some debris in there. Get our money's worth. So this is gonna be a lot better than tracking all this stuff down there. Oh boy, that's heavy. She don't even hardly pick it up. That's the side of the truck there, driver. Well, I got that out of my system. We don't need to do that again. I'm gonna haul a little bit of dirt and dump it down that pond dam too while I got it over here. Alright, let's go dump that. It's a pretty good little pile. Well, I think the old girl's gonna be alright. Now that I got it loaded very full, I'm just gonna walk around and look at the tires. See how bad they're squatting. That's good. Looks like we got, well, might need to load a little better. Looks like they're all holding air. That's a good thing. Let's back down here and dump this out. Mr. Charlie says, sometimes you just gotta load the wagon. She's loaded. That made quick work of that pile. 3 big loads in the truck. I'm gonna scoop some dirt up, and I'm gonna need a little more dirt down this pond dam here to make it a little wider. So while I got the truck over here, I'm gonna load up a few loads and back it down here and dump it out. So I got enough dirt hauled back here, my dam's starting to give way. Plus I can reach all this mud right here and lay right there. That edge is starting to give off, and I really don't want to dump that thing over into the pond, but it worked good for what I needed, and that was to get all this dirt right here brought down so I can move these pumps and come in from the other way and transfer that down. But I'll probably dig this pipe up first and figure out where it is. So fair amount of dirt. That'll do a good job on, I'll transfer all that down probably from like that tree to right in here, and then I can take all that mud and just lay over and use that right there, and use this drier stuff right here where the dam's so narrow at. All right, I'm gonna take the truck back to the house, and we'll be back tomorrow to get some more done.